Imagine a world where every object you see on a computer screen, from a simple soda can to an entire video game environment, is built from points, lines, and surfaces. We'll explore how this transformation work, not just an abstract math, but as very language that brings digital object to life. Good day everyone, my name is Mary Johnson. Today, I'll demonstrate 3D transformation on a Sodakan model using Python, VSpy, and PyQt5. We'll cover the original object, step-by-step transformations like translation, rotation, scaling, and reflection. And the final result. I'll explain the math behind homogeneous matrices. Let's start with loading the model. You can see on this side, it's from the VSpy canvas. Here's the original Sodakan loaded from my GLB file using TriMesh. It's centered at the origin and scaled to fit the view. No transformation apply yet. This is how we set up our Sodakan. We're using the NumPy. NumPy it performs numerical operation on mesh vertices and trimesh for creations and manipulates 3D geometry and also applies transformations. For the VSpy, it renders the 3D in real time with interactive camera controls and also provides smooth shading and GPU accelerations. For the PyQt5, it creates the GUI window and layout, embeds the VSpy canvas inside a Qt widget. It also adds buttons to interact with the mesh. Along using the code, this code snippet indicates a 3D rendering window and the camera in VSpy. VSpy, a Python library for interactive scientific visualization, it's part of the Sodakan demo code, setting up the visual environment before loading and transforming the 3D mesh. VSpy uses OpenGL under the hood of efficient GPU-based rendering. Next, for the PyKit5. This, this code shows initialize the PyKit5 applications and creates the main GUI windows for the Sodakan controls. The controls is the slider for transformation and the reflection checkbox. PyQt5 is a Python binding for Qt, a cross-platform GUI framework. In this demo, it provides an interactive interface along the VSpy 3D canvas. The code ensures the Qt5 event loop runs properly, especially since VSpy can integrate with Qt4 rendering. For the next slide, now we will be using the PyKit5 sliders and labels for controlling the 3D transformation. It uses a custom make slider function defined earlier to generate horizontal sliders with associated labels, adding them to the GUI layout. The sliders allow real-time adjustment of transformation parameters which update the VSpy 3D view via the update transform function. So we have these transform matrices. This code's snippet is from update transform function in the Sudokan demo. It builds a combined 4x4 transformation matrix using VSpy matrix transformer and applies it to the 3D mesh, the Sudokan. This enables real-time rendering for translations, rotations, scaling, and optionally reflection. VSPy handles matrix multiplication. VSPy handles matrix multiplication internally. Apply transforms which vertex on the GPU for efficiency. The order operations scale, rotate, translate is crucial as matrix multiplication is not commutative. Here, all 3D transformation. So before we start with the 3D transformations, we're having first, after we set up everything on the code, we'll proceed to the 3D transformation. In computer graphics used for by 4 matrices and homogeneous coordinates, each vertex xyz become xyz and 1 to allow translations. In simple terms, translation is just shifting an object. If the can is at xyz and xyz for the and we want to move it by the tx, ty, tz, the tx, ty, and tz, the new position becomes it shows. But in computer graphics, we don't just add numbers directly. Instead, we use a matrix, a mathematical tool that lets us combine translation with other transformations like rotation and scaling. To make translation work as a matrix, we extend our coordinates into homogeneous form. The extra one unlocks the ability to add offset through multiplications. Once we move the can, the next neutral step is to rotate it. Rotation is more dynamic. It's about turning the object around an axis. In 3D, we have three axes, X, Y, and Z. Each axis gives us different kind of spin. Rotate, rotate around the X-axis, the can spin towards or backward like bowing. Rotate around Y-axis, it spins left or right as if turns to face another direction. And rotate around Z-axis, it rotates like a clock hand. The rotation slider around the angle and the soda can spin smoothly. What looks like a simple spin is actually hundreds of vertices being multiplied by rotation matrices in real time. And now, let's resize the can. This is called scaling. Scaling changes the size of the object, making it larger or smaller. If the value differs, that if the value differs, the can stretches unevenly, like squeezing it taller or flattening it wider. The scale, the scale slider controls this factor. Slide it up and it can expand majestically. Slide it down and it shrinks like into a miniature version. Scaling shows how linear algebra can reshape objects without changing their position. And that's all. Thank you.